Hello, Fearless Gamers, and welcome to Touching Base here on Fearless Games.
Absolutely.
A little late in the month, but better late than never, I always say.
Yeah, we got here. We got it.
So, before we go on with our two topics for the day, we've got a couple of news announcements. First and foremost, for all those fans of the Inquisitor trailer, the Inquisitor movie has been approved by Games Workshop to be made as a real film.
Very cool, very
There you
cool.
go.
I know at least one of you was interested because I had this conversation with you in the comments a couple of videos ago.
Yep.
I mean, that's good.
Yep. From what I hear, and also interesting news is one of Games Workshop's novelists is helping with the script.
Unfortunately,
on
we forgot
it.
to look up his name before we filmed. We will put it in the description.
Awesome.
Yes. Yep.
Another news announcement is Privateer Press has announced that they are making Colossus models for Warmachine. For those who aren't aware, Colossuses are basically, in Warhammer 40k terms, they're titans.
Yep.
They're super vehicles. They're not as powerful or as large as their original predecessors in the fluff in the original war, but they're more powerful than the Superjacks that are out right now. Well, welcome to Warhammer 40,000, Privateer.
Told you so.
It's amazing what you can do when you switch off of making all your models out of metal.
Yeah.
But, you know, listen, it's cool. They look cool.
They do.
That's cool. However, why is it a jack? Why does it can't it be some dude in there pulling like 60 levers? Because that's what you do in a steampunk environment. You pull lots of levers.
And turn wheels.
Yeah.
So
and a lot of like.
I just wish, you know,
Gaskets.
it wasn't a jack. And yeah, the one thing is, when I first introduced Warmachine, it's like, it's going to be a small skirmisher type of game. And now they're talking about how you can make these huge, fantastical battles, which is cool. I guess it's an evolution.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, it's getting off the point that everyone was always talking about how, and I understand everyone likes Warmachine a little bit more than Warhammer 40,000. You know, everyone's got their preference. But the whole thing is people were complaining that, oh, you know, it's simpler, it's cheaper. Well, yeah, it's cheaper. They want you to get into the game first. Now that they've got you, they're going to start doing a lot more of what Games Workshop does. So that's...
I mean, Privateer Press is just, it's like a decade behind Games Workshop in the progression as a company.
Yep.
So they're a little different. They're still a little bit friendlier. Hopefully they'll stay friendly because they know that works. But they're going to keep on asking for more money. I mean, that's just what happens. They're like, we can get more money off of you, we're going to make more money.
So, also in our last bit of news going on is Dystopian Wars is going to get their new rulebook launched February 27th. For us, that's Monday.
Yeah, that's
As of
tomorrow.
filming tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So all of you guys that are getting into it or anything, now's the time because the rule set is up and running.
Very cool.
Yep.
And so
cool,
let's
exciting.
move on to our very first topic. And that is, there is a new Warmachine app out by Privateer Press called The War Room. Starklord, I believe you have the most information on this since you've been following it a lot.
Yeah,
So lay it on us.
for the most part, the War Room is going to be a simple app for your tablets and phones. It's going to come free initially. It's always going to, the base program's free. It's going to have all the basic models, all the models and the starters automatically on it, so you can look at any starter group easily. It is going to have a sign-in feature, so when you're playing against other people, you can see their models while you're looking at your own, and it'll basically be replacing your cards for the most part. All your information, all your guides, all your stats, your army will be on there, so you can do all your modifications on there. And again, your opponent, if you're both signed in, you can look at his stuff, basically see how they're doing without walking across the table and looking at their cards, which is kind of nice. And then the other big thing with it, which I think I'll let you talk about.
It's one other thing that of note is there is a price for it after the fact. For $6.99, you can buy army decks. This means, so say if you're a Crix player, for $6.99 you get every card for every model that the Crix have, and every new model that comes out, they're going to get a card uploaded to them without paying additionally. So let's just say the War Room comes out before the Colossus do. Once the Kraken is available, the Kraken card will be downloaded to your phone, and you'll then have access to him. And they'll also give you updates on the rules erratas, changes. So say if they change a stat line in one of your characters, they'll automatically update it.
Which is very cool.
Yep, so it basically does all the work for you, so all you have to do is open up the app and let it do its thing.
Yep.
It's not on BlackBerry, I just checked.
It's not out yet.
Maybe it is on BlackBerry.
We don't know. So your thoughts on this?
Welcome to technology for a steampunk game. We cyberpunked it a little bit. It's cool. I think as long as this can run on like a tablet, because you got a bigger screen,
Yeah.
I think that'd be more appropriate. I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I like things in hard copy form, but it'll definitely help streamline some things, make it easier. You won't, oh, I forgot the card at home. No, I didn't. It's right here.
Yeah.
Is one thing that's of interesting note is especially I think it's a great step for Warmachine because there's just so much material you need at a game. I remember, I know they changed a lot of things since I played, but when I originally played, it was the rulebook, the second rulebook, the third rulebook, the fourth rulebook, and then my deck of cards for my army.
I mean, the table.
Yeah, it needed a whole separate table just to play this game, and I was like, there's gotta be an easier way to do this.
Right now, you just have your rule book, your faction book, and then your cards for the most part. So it's a little bit less, but still,
you
the
potentially
app
need
thing's a
another
really
table.
great idea, and it's nice to see that companies are really realizing, oh hey, we have this whole digital space we can take advantage of and make something easier for our players if they want the easier, but also maybe make a little bit extra money, which I guess everyone wants to do when they're making
Yeah,
games.
I agree. I think
Yeah.
it's cool in as much that a phone app can be cool.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see how wide of a use it sees.
that's true. It all depends on
If
how much
only
it's used.
because I'm curious to see if that will be a direction the entire industry moves in. You know, because this is I've not heard of any other app like this.
Yeah.
The
So
closest-
it'll be cool if it really catches on, because then we'll see it from Games Workshop. Absolutely,
Yeah.
we might see it from the guys who make Dystopian Wars somewhere down the line.
Maybe.
You know, we'll see it from other companies, and we'll see if they do it differently or if they just cookie cutter it. And that's something I'm a little curious about.
The only other game company that's actually done this so far that I can name off the top of my head is Wizards of the Coast has released one for Magic, but that's because they had to compete with everyone else making apps for Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting. One thing that's really neat with the share thing is it's going to reduce cheating.
Yeah. You can
Because
always
you
check.
can see if someone isn't marking damage down or
Exactly.
doing it wrong.
And if it really catches on, you'll know people who are cheaters aren't using the app.
Yep.
Then again, also, you only might get the new, slightly more annoying rules guys going like, you didn't update your jack yet.
Oh,
like,
God.
while you're doing it,
Oh,
that's going to
God.
happen.
Yeah.
They talk kind of like this, and they just don't sound. Oh,
Now,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
now, let's move on to our next topic, our final topic, which is 25 years of Warhammer 40,000 happened yesterday.
Happy birthday.
As of filming yesterday.
Yes, as yesterday, February 25th was the official 25th anniversary of Games Workshop's game Warhammer 40,000. And can't believe it's been 25 years. Like, I've been with this game since 3rd generation. It's ridiculous just how far it's spawned from here.
I was
Yeah.
like 2
When
when it
thing
came out. That's something. I was probably walking,
I remember.
maybe using the toilet.
I never played it, but I remember all of their old websites and how they like, what happened to the website? Oh, it got updated to this, and now it's in its current current incarnation. It's very cool. Crimson Fist, rejoice if you haven't pre-ordered that model. I don't know if it's still out there, but the 25th anniversary model is a Crimson Fist, and he looks cool.
He's
I
very
pre-ordered
cool.
him out of principle. I don't play Crimson Fist though.
Both of you Crimson Fist fans out there.
There's at least two of you.
One interesting thing with it is also that's actually a picture of the Space Marine on the cover of the first Warhammer 40,000
Yeah.
book, and that's
Road
what he's
Trader
making.
book or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, read the February edition of White Dwarf because it has some great stories about the creation of Games Workshop's 40K game and the evolution that it went through, and you get some really neat information like the whole Horus Heresy was created because it was cheaper. They had a game. They had a game where they wanted to make this like Titan fighting game, Adeptus Titanicus, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
And they couldn't afford to make a second Warhound Warlord Titan model. So they're like, we can only put one sprue of each one, so why can we justify both armies having the same thing? A civil war happened, so they're fighting each other. And then they started running through all their books, and they found this sentence that says, the Emperor caught Horus by the heel and casted him into the Eye of Terror, and with him the third command of the Imperium. And that's where the whole thing spawned. It was a throwaway sentence that they didn't have
Minor bit of
any...
fluff.
And now we have like
And
a
now we
giant
have-
novel library.
Yeah, we have a whole black library.
Yeah. It's courtesy of the Eldar.
Yeah. Womp womp.
So, you guys have any thoughts on the whole 25th anniversary?
It's just great to see that the game is still around. I hope
Yeah.
it keeps going. I like playing games. I'm a huge nerd, and I like to see games do well. And it's great to see 40K still going, and will still keep going. And now we can afford to rent a car without a lot of problems, right?
Yeah.
25 years old.
And
in
a
the
golf
United
cart.
States.
Oh, and a golf cart?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want to see some Space Marines get in a golf cart tomorrow. Someone put that on YouTube.
You have any thoughts?
Well, aside from Starklord's really politician-sounding answer there, even with the bad joke,
Sorry.
it's exciting. I mean, you know,
Yep.
25 years. I'm curious to see where it goes. I wasn't around for a lot of the beginning stuff. I've only been in it for a few years, so I've only seen like the recent edition changes and whatnot. So I'm curious to see what changes they have in store for us in the future. You know, what new models we might get. You know, what new codices we might get.
Actually, going off that, I just totally forgot to mention, there's some new Space Wolf and Tyranid pre-orders
Yeah.
available right now. We'll put a link in the description of the video so you can guys check them out. Some cool new models coming out for Tyranids. Looks pretty
And
interesting.
Fine casting the old stuff. Old One Eye. The Red
Yes.
Terror,
That's kind of cool.
Bjorn, because that's how you're supposed to say it, but I don't like saying it like that. Yeah, I like saying Bjorn.
We're
Jordan.
Yeah.
not Nordic. I'm sorry. We can't pronounce things right from that area.
And speaking of, a lot of big talk has been going off the White Dwarfs lately. Have you looked at the spine of the White
Oh
Dwarfs?
yeah, with
We
the,
have
with
taken
the,
a
the
glance.
picture
Yeah,
of the
let's
Space
put
Marine.
up a picture up here. As people can see, it's a green armored Space Marine in a white robe. Everyone has, and I don't blame them for jumping to this conclusion that it's a Dark Angel.
Yes.
No.
But everyone's saying that
think
this
it's a
is.
Space Wolf. I'm kidding.
Go away.
you have to go home.
Everyone's now saying this is the new Codex. Dark Angels are the new Codex coming out. And well,
I would love it as a Dark Angel fan, but as a
Yep.
40k fan, there's other codices that need it. Tau.
Now.
Chaos.
Black Templars. But my point is that it would be cool. There's also rumors that maybe the 6th edition box set is Dark Angels versus Chaos. Whatever.
That'd be kind of cool.
The big thing that I think I want to clarify right now is that I don't think it's Cypher the character. I think it's a Cypher, which is not spelled with a Y. But I don't think it's Cypher the character. I think somebody
Yeah.
look at that as a Cypher, because what is a Cypher?
It's a mystery.
And what is this?
An enigma.
An enigma.
So I think somebody took that out of context. That's the only thing I want to say.
What I'm gonna say about it is yeah, it's really neat. This, if the truth about the whole new 6th edition box set is Chaos vs Dark Angels, this just may be the cover art for the box.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And also now going off of just, you know, humoring, if it is that Dark Angels are the next Codex, we'll probably know in May, because it's going to take about 5 issues to complete this one Space Marine going at the progress they're going off of, so
Judging-
May will know.
Judging on their release schedule for the codex of stuff, we'll probably know. I would say April is when we start hearing actual, more factual rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the feeling it might just be an attempt by the company to make this year's issues more collectible by having all the spines line up and make some kind of cool picture of like the really popular Space Marine chapters or some kind of cool battle. You know, so this way they increase sales by making, you gotta catch them all if you want that really cool picture on the spines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually with him on this. I think it's probably just a cool piece of artwork. I mean, I'd like for it to actually mean something, but at the same time, I'm totally fine with it just being, hey, we
Yeah.
made something cool for you guys. Enjoy if you collect the magazine, because not a lot of
exactly.
people buy it right now.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So yeah, basically for us guys, the Fearless here, we don't think this is some secret message or something really big or hidden.
Not yet,
It's
at
probably just a pretty image until we get more
Yeah.
concrete facts. But all in all, I think we're going to see a lot more rumors spread out at who it is in the next issue, because in the next issue, we'll see what he's holding. And if it's a plasma pistol,
Maybe
the
it's
Cypher rumors are going to go all
Yeah.
through the roof. But then
Yeah.
again, Dark Angels like plasma.
They do.
But it looks
But-
like we're running out of time.
Yep, so we're going to conclude it there. Thank you all for watching. Like this video, subscribe to
subscribe,
us
yep.
so you can
Up
get
there,
us
down
before
there.
everyone else does.
Leave a comment if you liked
Yep.
what we said or had anything to say.
If
Or
we-
any extra
especially
topics
if
you
we-
want us to talk
If
about.
we
Yeah.
didn't
Yes.
like what we talked about, definitely comment. We
Yeah,
want to know what we're
let
doing
us know
wrong.
what's up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
So, until next time, Fearless Gamers, bye!